Good morning to you.
Good morning, Darren.
Hey, what happened overnight? Anything special?
It was interesting because one of the biggest companies in the world, NVIDIA's report came out showing strong sales growth, but the market wasn't really... They wanted more, had an 85% increase in sales, which is amazing. But it's a more competitive chip market now, so the Nasdaq was only up a little bit. It was 0.2% higher because that's the leading tech area. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was over 0.5% higher, so it consolidated its position, and the S&P 500 was about 1/3% higher to 7,434. And across the Atlantic, I should say, London's FTSE was 0.5% or less than 0.5% higher, with the French, German, and Italian bourses also making gains, I should say. Gold was $20.20 lower at $4,556.40 US an ounce. West Texas Intermediate was slightly higher at $96.90 US a barrel, as the Iran conflict seems to be coming to a conclusion again, we hope.
Fingers crossed.
Trump's not going to his son's wedding, so there might be some deal. He had to rush over back to Washington. So he wouldn't do that, I reckon, unless they were close. But you never know. Could be a spin, who knows. Anyway, the $1 is slightly lower against the greenback, and it's currently buying 71.27 US cents. So anyone travelling is getting much better value than at 65, used to be. And the ASX 200 SPY is 58 points lower, pointing to a weaker start on Monday following Friday's effort, where our market put on a healthy 35 points to end the week at 8,557.
Excellent. We have a call already, Dominic. Sam, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Darren, and good morning, Dominic. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure, pleasure.
Dominic, I'm a 76-year-old man.
Yes.
And my mother passed away 2 years ago.
Sorry, Sam, to hear that.
And she left the house to me and my brother.
Yep.
And I bought a beautiful villa unit.
Yes.
And I was wondering how the budget affects me.
You probably won't be affected by that. I'm probably concerned about your Centrelink entitlements. Do you know... Have Centrelink been informed of your inheritance?
Oh yes, no.
And they haven't chopped your pension at all.
No.
Oh, good. All right. Generally, you're one of the few people, Sam, that won't be affected too badly. If you've got some investments, maybe there'll be a little bit more capital gains tax. But overall, I think it'll be okay. And I've just made a note, because I had a couple of callers during the week. People are not sure where to park some money. If you've got access to a computer, Bank West is offering 5.75 at call on the first 250,000, which is really good. That's owned by CBA, and it's a government guarantee.
So you have to have 250 or...
No, up to 250.
Oh, up to 250.
Yeah, which is great.
At call, just bang. Yeah.
It's a special honeymoon rate. Remember I say sometimes banks are buying money, sometimes not. Well, they need some more money, so they're obviously going to write some home loans, so they want to get some deposits in. And there are non-bank guaranteed investments that are paying between 7 and 8%. But you need to speak to a financial advisor about that. But overall, Sam, I think you're in an okay position.
And if I wanted to speak to you about some money...
Just go to collinshouse.com on the internet, click on Contact Me, send me a little note and I'll give you a call or send you an email to see if I can help. And if I can't, I'll refer you to someone who can.
Good on you, Sam. Thanks for the call. To George, good morning.
Oh, good morning, boys. Dominic, about a year ago, I called you and to ask where I can buy gold and silver, and you were quite helpful.
Oh, good.
Last August, I bought 4-ounce gold and 2 kilo of silver.
Yep. The actual physical stuff, George. The actual, you could touch it and grab it and pick it up.
Yep, bars, physical bars.
Yeah, lovely.
Well done.
Now, I thought when the war started, the gold would go up, but it's slowly been going down.
Yes, George, it's a really good question. We can't explain why. Maybe people or governments who have been hoarding gold have had to sell it, not that they want to, just to pay their way. I think it's a little bit of forced selling. And as you probably know, silver hasn't fallen anywhere near as much as gold. So
that was exactly my
yes. It's because
up about 40% on the gold, but the
silver's gone nuts,
up over 100%.
Yeah. Look, it's a great thing that you did, but I would be happy with your profits, and unless you need the money, I would stay in gold. I don't think it's going to go down much further. But you're right. Look, in the textbook theory, you're supposed to make money when the markets go down because owning gold, because gold is a safe haven asset. But I think people, governments and some large individuals are so chock-a-block with gold, they're saying, gee, I need some liquidity just in case there is this Iran war doesn't end soon. So, look, soon as they announce an end to this thing or a final plan, I think you'll see the stock market rise and I think you'll see gold rise.
Good on you, George. Oh, sorry.
So what are you going to say?
Else?
Yeah, I was going to say I'm not too concerned because it's still doing well, especially the silver, but I don't need the money, I just call it I'm playing with play money.
Good on you, George.
Don't care much.
Yeah.
Look, you can bank your silver profits. Maybe you should do that. I always like taking money off the table, at least some of it if you've made a good gain.
Yeah.
But good luck to you, George, and thanks
Good
for
on
your
you.
call.
Peter, good morning.
Good morning, Darren and Dominic. My question is, I've got a small portfolio of shares,
Yep.
and I'm wondering if I can transfer those over to my superannuation portfolio.
Do you have a self-managed super fund, Peter?
No.
Okay, some superannuation funds public offer, they're the ones in the main street, they may allow you to transfer your shares in specie. Not very many do, but some do. So you need to check with your super fund and ask them whether they'll accept the shares. If they do, then you have a decision to make. Do you make them as an in-specie contribution and claim a tax deduction? That's called a concessional contribution. Or do you make them an in-specie contribution that is a non-concessional contribution? So they're the three things. First, find out whether your super fund will allow you. Only about 5% do, I think. And secondly, you'll need to decide which of the two methods of transferring the shares into your super fund, provided they allow it. If you have a big super fund, you might want to consider, if they say no, then you might
Going self-funded.
You might set up a self-managed super fund, but I wouldn't do it unless you've got at least $500,000 or more in total assets, because the costs are a little bit high compared to a public offer fund, and 500 is about the bare minimum I would recommend.
Yeah. Thanks, Peter. To Alina, good morning.
Good morning, Darren and Dominic. Love your show.
Thank you.
My question is, with regards to the capital gains when you get taxed, who actually determines what the capital gain is and from what date? So if somebody acquired, say, a deceased estate, how do you know what the capital gain would be from the time that the deceased estate was acquired as to what it would be when you wanted to sell it?
Okay.
Now,
there's 4 parts to your question, 4 answers. If it's a pre-1985 asset, 19th of September 1985, that the deceased owned, then if you sell it before the 1st of July next year, 2027, my understanding is it will be completely capital gains tax free. If it's after that date, or if it's their principal place of residence, you've got a couple of years to sell it, and there'll be, because the tax office allows you time to grieve and to look after the estate.
Yeah. Sorry about your loss.
Yeah, too.
Where's your money?
Yeah.
Sell that.
They give you a bit of time. So you've also got a capital gains tax exemption there. Thirdly, if it's not one of those two, then if you sell it before the 1st of July next year, then the property will be subject to the old rules. And if you sell it after the 1st of July next year, the new rules. So there's 4 parts to this. It is impossible to give you an answer over the phone because it really is so complicated. But please seek advice, and if you don't have a good accountant or you need a good financial advisor, go to collinshouse.com, click on the Contact Me button, write me a little note, and I'll get someone to contact you to sort this out, because it is not easy.
Minefield. Thanks, Alina. And to Noreen, good morning.
Oh, good morning. I'll be brief because I know the news is coming up. My mother is in aged care. Her payments are made through her government pension and from her rental property.
Yes.
Would we at this stage be better off selling the property?
It may well be in your mother's interest to sell the property before next year.
Oh, there we go. What was that, Dominic? We didn't have you on.
Sorry. It may be in your mother's best interest to sell the property before the 30th of June next year, but you need to sit down with somebody and get some advice to do the calculations to make sure that she doesn't exceed her income if there's a capital gain, which might cut off her age pension. So got to be very careful, but go to collinshouse.com, click on the Contact Me button. If I can't help you, I'll get someone who can.
Thanks, Noreen, and good luck. Lovely to see you, Dominic. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You too, Darren.
And you did that whole segment with the dog on your lap. Unbelievable. The hairy, fluffy Digby. He's a Japanese Spitz.
Well done, Darren.
Beautiful dog.